My name is Leo Connors, and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. Tonight, I got a very special guest. I got two guys that gave me numbers like you would not believe. 700 views in 24 hours.
It's pretty good.
The Mack Attack.
There's a couple websites that were our friends of ours that pushed it, so we kind of give.
Oh, I appreciate that very much. But we got Monster Mack and Trainee #1. Hey, guys,
Leo,
thank you.
Thanks for having us back.
Oh, I love it.
Mack Attack is back, baby.
Yes. And we got all kinds of fun things to talk about. So let's get some fan questions out of the way. First off, Chris Sanders. You know Chris? Young Chris?
Yeah.
Coach C.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. First one was great. This is going to be a good one.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thanks, Chris.
I enjoyed it as much.
Yes. Shay Kuchu, who we also know is another name.
Oh, yep.
Love y'all. Miss y'all. I don't know if that's just you guys or me. I'm hoping I'm included in it. You know what I mean? But when are you guys wrestling for NRG? And also, can Frank Champion and I watch the match versus the Dirty City Murder Crew?
Yes.
Oh, the Murder Crew.
From the Chop Shop?
I missed that last one.
Yeah, I understand. No, I got it.
You got this one?
At one point, we ran a show in the Chop Shop, and I booked it. I can't remember why.
Yeah.
I have zero recollection of why. But I booked it, and that footage never seen the light of day, but I have it, and no one could ever see it. No. You guys can definitely see it. I'll try to upload it soon.
You made a really cool poster for it. I remember.
I did, yes.
Because you kept it. And that was his little first booking experience.
Nice. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Now we're in the game, baby, and we're going to be pumping out some fun shows. Let me tell you.
Nice.
When are we wrestling for NRG? I don't know, when the time is right, when the match is right, probably. I don't know. My back hurts.
Some good things going on down there.
I see, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
National Ring Grapplers, right?
Yes.
What is it called anymore?
No. National Ring Gladiators, right?
New England Ring Gladiators.
New England? Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That was an old federation that was
National
connected.
Ring. I was like,
I get confused
I'm like, what's
sometimes.
going on here, guys?
I get confused.
Yeah. All right. Dick Lane, insane Dick Lane. Would they trade 10 Juggalos for 10,000 mainstream fans?
First of all, 10 Juggalos is priceless to me. But, yeah, probably. Maybe.
I'll take the 10,000 mainstream fans, because you can market that anything. You can get Mack Attack coffee mugs, Mack Attack shoes, little Mack Attack undies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta rock some Mack Attack undies.
What are you talking about?
I'm selling to the mainstream fans, Trainee.
No.
You don't know?
But so listen, and Rob Vituli, you know Rob?
Yep.
Rob said, I bet they wouldn't trade one for 1,000 mainstream fans.
He's right. He's actually right.
Rob's a great guy. I've known Rob for like 20 years probably.
How do you know?
You know? All right, Richard Fredesca. Please reveal your identities. And then he commented about 20 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
He said, I've been waiting for years.
Yeah.
Keep waiting, Richard.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait a little longer than
So
that.
our identities are, it's Monster Mack and Trainee #1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Everybody knows that.
That's what it says on my passport.
All right.
It's a picture of both of us.
So Ken Watson, you guys know Ken?
Yep. He was a cowboy hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
The manager?
Cowboy Ken, a pull stick guy.
Yeah.
Pull stick guy, yes. What a dangerous weapon.
Yes, it is a dangerous weapon.
I've seen him use it.
What is your inspiration for your gimmick? Not just the mask, but your comedic antics.
Comedic antics? Why, he thinks I'm a funny guy?
I think so. What kind of funny
sweet
guys
deal,
you think?
man.
What do I make you laugh? What's that? Remember that from the movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Classic Pesci.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like this is pretty much us all the time. If you know
For
us
sure,
inside,
for sure.
Maybe turned up a little bit, but not by much, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
living to the extreme. You know, I like to have a good time and let the good times roll. You know what I'm saying, Leo? And he's just following along, also enjoying some good times. We had many good times, Leo. Let me tell you.
Nice. Well, listen, I'm not happy with this next guy that asked this question,
that?
okay?
Who's that?
Not really. His name's Frank Smith.
Frankie.
And he says, why is the trainee #1 the only successful trainee? Now, let me finish.
Wait a minute.
Is Monster Mack a horrible trainer? Living off the success of one skilled trainee who would have made it anyways?
How do you know?
Or is Trainee 1 purposely
Suppose-
sabotaging all other trainees, so he remains
wait a
the
minute.
top trainee forever.
Whoa.
This guy's causing problems. I don't like questions like this. You know what I mean? To try to drive wedges into people, between people.
So we've had a few successful other trainees.
Yeah.
Trainee number 2 went on to move to Florida and produce stuff.
Okay.
Trainee number 9, he had a pretty solid run for a while there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's only 3, so that's not really that many. But
Trainee number 2 does local laundromat commercials as Monster Mac.
Oh, nice.
They don't even know the difference. Yeah,
No
I trained him
kidding.
well. I trained him real well. He does the voice and everything.
Nice.
It's me, Monster Mac. That's what he sounds like. It's not bad.
It sounds good, though, I think.
But
Sometimes I get confused.
when it came to the training, it was more of a personality training.
Yeah,
Like a lifestyle training.
living the Mac life.
He didn't teach me anything how to wrestle.
All the wrestling training that goes down in the training school, little secret, Leo. This guy does it, if any.
Yeah? Very nice.
He's also a trainer. That you don't know. He's trainer number 1 as well.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
I didn't know either. Apparently, my title was just.
You
I
just got
got a promotion.
changed, huh?
You taught Dick Lane some stuff when he was a trainee.
All right. Tim Murray. You guys know Tim. Also a wrestler.
Yeah, he's been on the show, right?
Yes. No, not yet. No,
yeah.
I'd love to get him on, though.
Eccentric
I really would.
dude. He's an eccentric dude.
Yes, he is. And he does a lot of that theatrical stuff
Yeah,
when he
for
wrestles.
sure.
And I think it's pretty good, actually. I saw him do one. Like one entrance where he was a theatrical
Singing.
entrance. Yeah, dude, I'm not lying, though. It's not my cup of tea, but it was really good.
That is my cup of tea, matter
I
of
think
fact.
you
I like
know.
it.
We tried getting him on one of our shows once, but that schedules couldn't line up. I can't remember what happened, but he was supposed to be on one of our shows.
Right.
But maybe in the future.
All right. Well, he just says besides indie wrestling experience and best indie wrestling experience and worst indie wrestling experience.
So
Okay.
the worst, I have an answer that's like instant, but now I look kind of back on it fondly, the times and stuff. But we got booked for a show in Maine once.
Yeah.
We were agreed to a certain amount of money, all this fun stuff, and we get there. There's no money. The ring is literally broken.
It's a half ring, half wood, half metal.
Like half the frame is made out of wood, half is made out of metal. We drove up there with some folks. People refused to wrestle. It was like the whole night was just a real bad.
It was a
night.
wacky
Looking back
night.
on it, it's
Really?
funny.
There was a rival promotion in the audience that was like just
Fights.
dogging on the whole show, trying to start a fight.
Wow.
They had a guy in the background going, hey, if anything goes down, we all need to group together and beat them. Like, what are you guys talking
even know
about?
these dudes.
I drove an hour for this.
way longer than an hour.
That was in Maine?
In Maine.
In Maine, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
many moons ago. The
Yeah.
shape of wrestling in Maine is improved so
much.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
It got us some main bookings actually, so
some
something good came out of it.
Oh, all right, that's
Yeah,
cool.
for
That's
sure.
cool. I was gonna say I was wondering if Robbie Ellis was the booker. You know what I mean?
No.
Robbie Ellis, big name from Maine, back in the day.
And best match, anything that has a big arena with a lot of kids. House of Bricks did a lot of shows in the baseball field.
Yep.
A lot of little kids there. I love them
Nice.
shows. I did a show in Millville for Showcase Pro Wrestling in a high school. It was great, fun times.
Nice.
My answer's a little different from his. I got to wrestle in an exotic dancers club.
Yeah.
No way.
I missed that one, man.
Yeah, he missed the
Man,
show.
Wow.
that's one of my big regrets in life.
Yeah, I'm sure
sure.
it
It was
is.
a very interesting day.
Oh, man.
But I got, it was free food and free drinks for me all night. And
Wow.
It was probably the best money I ever made wrestling.
That's awesome.
The strippers were tipping him at the end of the night.
That's pretty good.
They like the mask. They enjoyed it.
Yeah,
man.
very
That
nice.
must have been fun.
It was a fun, small crew of guys, too. It was me, Teddy Goods, Brandon Webb, Eric Dillon, and
Nice.
Steve Ricard was the referee. I don't know how many matches Steve Ricard has refereed, but I
Right.
was one of them.
Nice.
There was some celebrity boxing that went down that night too.
Really?
I would have boxed.
Lindsay Lohan's
I would have
dad.
boxed, dude.
Michael
It
Lohan
was a very
fought.
strange event that I was a part of.
Wow.
Luckily enough to be a part of. It was
I could have
fantastic.
been one of the Partridge children that night.
Yeah,
I could have
boxing
been
Yeah, who would
under the mask. They would have never known.
Right. No kidding. That's crazy. All right. Well, Tim also wants to know, how did you find out about the clip of your show with Donnie Rotten going viral?
Oh boy. Well, he hit me up
I called him.
and told me about it, and he's like, "Oh, dude, Barstool News picked it up." And I don't know what Barstool News is. I'm
Right.
like, oh, some little small website picked it up. Oh, really cool, man. Come to find out, no, Bustled is a big website. And,
Millions of people.
really popular with the college kids. I
actually got called.
I keep saying that.
Anthony Green
Yeah.
called me, sent me a text message.
That's how you
And
found
he
out?
was like, "Hey man, what's going on? Like that video's hilarious." And I was like, "What video?" He sent me a link, and I clicked on it. And I was like, "Oh, 1 million views on this bad boy."
Yep.
Apparently, it went viral. Yeah. So I got a text from AG in Japan.
Nice.
To let me know.
So
So-
AG in Japan saw it first
Before me.
before the United States people did.
So the short Monster Mac abbreviation of what happened, in case the people didn't know, we booked 2 wrestling indie like legends. They've been around a long time.
Yep.
Veterans.
Yep.
And
That's the word.
apparently they didn't mesh too well.
Yeah.
And one, got a little out of hand. One kept working a guy's knee when he had no idea. He didn't want anything to do with his knee being worked.
Right.
And it got a little out of hand. And one dude, after the dude not letting go, he just decided to tap out. And
Yeah.
when he got the chance, bang, boot to the face, baby.
Yeah, he did.
I thought you said long story short.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Long story
How much time we got? Well,
No, but that was Michael Foster and Donnie Rod. Good friend, Donnie Rod. I love Donnie.
Donnie Ron had some choice words after that, which probably weren't the best ones.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And it was probably a good idea that there weren't a lot of kids there at
Right,
the end
yeah.
because Donnie really was upset. But so,
Sure was.
Michael Foster was upset though too.
Couple angry dudes. It was funny to take care of afterwards. Like, hey,
Right.
let's go sit by the pool.
Who's in the right, though? You find out here at monstermac.net. Which camera? This one?
Yep.
Monstermac.net. Find out. Soon. Coming soon.
Nice.
Sorry, I just had to get that out.
All right,
It's a little promotion I got going.
Brickhouse Baker, the chop to the throat.
Oh.
Also, asked them about changing my championship match. They circled, but one of them could take an awesome Walls of Jericho.
Oh, I'm still
who's-
feeling it. I'm still
the
feeling
Walls
it.
you!
Yeah.
Him. And,
Still hurts.
So maybe at one point or another, when we were wrestling, was I known as a little bit of a ribster? like little practical jokes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. And maybe, and I'm not saying I didn't do it because I don't want to lie. I'm not saying I didn't do it. But a name was
He didn't do it.
erased from a marker board and a different name was circled. And all I want to say is whoever thinks they saw me and sold me out, you're a stooge. And I don't appreciate
Damn
it.
stooge.
Yeah.
But apparently it was for a championship. I wasn't aware of this. So we had a new champion. on the
Belts
show.
changed hands that night, baby.
And it may or may not have been my fault.
It wasn't him. It wasn't
No.
him. No.
Oh, so what about the chop to the throat though? Was that
I don't.
just giving you a chop to the
I
throat?
know him to chop throats.
I might have chopped him in the throat.
okay.
Maybe he chopped me in the throat. I'm not really sure at this point.
Possibly.
All right, all right. Well, that's all right. Good old Brickhouse. Thanks for chiming in, Brickhouse. He's been on the show a couple times. Actually,
Yeah,
him
good dude.
and Jose
Good dude.
on together.
Really?
Tell me, if you
Oh,
haven't
man,
seen that,
retirement match.
you guys really got to see that. That was really fun for me.
Oh, we were there
Had the
live.
match.
Oh,
The retirement match.
yeah,
Was that around
yeah,
that time?
yeah. It was awesome. But I mean, I had them both on as a part of a 4-part series on feuds in New England.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was really cool to get them guys. Was awesome. All right, guys, you got a show. Reunion Wrestling presents Delusions of Grandeur.
Yes.
It is Saturday night. It's July 6th with the 7:30 bell time at 486 Bedford Street, Fall River, Mass. And that's the VFW.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because that hardcore match is for the VFW Championship.
Yes.
And the champion, Paulie Michael, defending against Zach Justice.
Only defended in a VFW, Leo.
Yes.
It cannot be defended in Knights of Columbus.
No,
No,
our
no.
school or anywhere.
No
Middle
schools.
schools, a veteran of foreign wars, all
Nice.
I just found out what that stood for.
VFW match.
Just now.
Yeah. He's a smart guy,
He
man.
is- he is a smart
He holds
guy.
all the Mac info.
But that one's going to be a fun one. Those guys, no strangers to each other.
Right.
They started wrestling together.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day for ACW, they grew up together, man. It's kind of crazy to see where it's built to where it's at now.
Right.
Where Paulie Michael beat down Zach Justice in front of his daughter, in front of
Yeah.
his wife.
Wow.
Called him out, called him a bad father. he really went.
Wow.
He
It was
went in.
not pretty, man.
And Zach Justice, he said something awoke inside of him, and he wanted a hardcore match. So we gave it to him.
No, I don't know if that's a mistake. We've seen what Paulie Michael can do in that ring.
Right.
Especially if he has his trusty kendo stick. some vicious shots I've seen with that bad boy.
It's going to be a fun one. I mean,
It's
fun
for sure.
us, because
Right.
we'll be watching.
Right.
Not
So
participating, yes.
Well, seeing you talking about bad dads,
Oh.
also on the show, you have Insane Dick Lane.
Great, Darren.
Well, congratulations
yes,
to him.
Absolutely great dad.
A new father.
Yes. Happy Father's Day
Yes, for
yesterday
sure,
to
Dick.
you,
Shout out to everybody.
But he's taking on the deadbeat baby daddy Carlos
Yes,
V.
yes.
And this guy sounds like a scumbag, man.
Oh, you haven't met him?
No,
I've known him for
I'm
years.
not looking forward to meeting
Years.
him on July 6th either, because I'll be there.
Carlos V has been wrestling in this area for a long time. He wrestles for NRG.
Yeah.
And I know he's done stuff for Showcase and RWA.
Okay.
He came up to us and asked to wrestle for the show, and that's all fine and dandy. And when I'm asking him his name, it's like, I'm the deadbeat baby daddy. That's what they all call me anyway.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
Yeah.
for real.
And turns out he's not a good dad. He doesn't want to pay his child support. And Dick Lane's got a big problem with that, being such a good dad that Dick Lane is.
Absolutely. That's insane.
I'm afraid the commissions are gonna hit us up and try to get some a portion of his paycheck to his baby mama.
Yeah,
which is
well,
pretty fair if you're asking me.
Yeah.
But Dick Lane, being a new father and a wonderful guy himself, caught wind of this.
Yep.
And he issued a challenge
Nice.
to Carlos V that night. So it's going down.
And I really hope,
There was a
Carlos, you
stipulation.
had a
Remember the
bad
stipul-
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I think
he had a
was
bad one. I think
not
so.
doing nothing is what he said.
Friggin' jerk, man.
Sounds like a
Kinda
good.
unbelievable.
That sounds like a good day.
He was in the group chat talking about how he didn't have anything to do that
No.
day.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah. The mother's playing both roles of his
Oh,
kids.
boy.
He's
And he's
at home
probably
playing
got multiple kids with multiple baby mamas.
What I want to do eventually.
I'm just saying, I don't know, guys.
Whoa, Leo. That's quite the accusation you're throwing around.
But,
That's a lot of paychecks coming out. You know what I mean? A good percentage.
Yeah, but he's been able to, probably doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because they would take his check. They'd take
Yeah, he's getting them wrestling paydays. The
So
dude.
I have to have several envelopes. One is like
sure.
Carlos V, Carlos
Yeah.
V, baby mama one, and I have to chip it off with different envelopes.
Oh, God. All right. So
True story.
let's continue to talk about this incredible show you guys are going to be putting on. Because the Tuckers,
Yes,
Jamie
yes.
and TJ, are going at it, man.
A
Who's
family-
the best in the family?
A family blood feud going down.
Yeah.
These guys have met. They've battled out, interrupted each other's matches. I feel like we tried using TJ Tucker a while back when we first started doing shows, and we hit up Jamie, and he's like, nah, dude, I don't know.
Here's the
You
thing.
shouldn't use him. You shouldn't get involved.
TJ was doing shows with us back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sporadically. He was popping in and
Can
out.
I just ask you real quick, is TJ older than Jamie?
He is.
Okay, all right. That makes sense.
So he's sporadically popping in when we were very new. Years later, we met Jamie Tucker
Yep.
and had no idea that they were related at all. He never mentioned it. And so when we started running Reunion Wrestling, we found out they were brothers.
Yeah.
We asked Jamie to reach out to his brother for us.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know about all of that. We found a way. I don't know. He found a way somehow. You found him on the
I
internet.
found him.
somehow.
I found him in a chat room.
Nice.
Forever chat
I
room.
think that TJ has held a grudge since then.
Still.
Why wouldn't you want me to be a part of the fun?
Right.
Why do you? It's just you.
Right.
It's all about Jamie.
Now,
That's that brother rivalry right there, man.
Yeah.
now that I met TJ Tucker, Jamie was absolutely right. Crazy,
shouldn't have looked him.
completely insane.
Wow.
He's a maniac, dude. But he brings it in the ring, and that's what's crazy about this dude.
Yeah.
He brings the craziness into the ring with him. And,
Right.
man, that dude's crazy.
Those
man.
two can't seem to stay out of each other's way,
No.
so we figured slap them in there and let them figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Also on the show is a tag team match between the Fellowship and the Bitter Club.
Yes.
And subbing for Scott Jive will be Scott Levesque teaming up with Eric Dillon in the Bitter Club as they take on the Fellowship of Ronnie Ribs and Osiris.
I'm a big Ronnie Ribs fan.
Yeah,
And
I like
the
those guys.
Fellowship in general.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of those dudes. I'm glad they were able to make it to this show. I wanted to give them a good challenge, so we paired him up with the Bitter Club. Initially, Scotty Jive, who broke his arm
Right.
weeks before the show, which is
Unfortunately,
terrible. I'm sure he would have
a
loved to
tough
be on the
one.
show. To
Oh,
have him.
absolutely.
But Scott Levesque stepping up for the Bitter Club, and may I say, maybe even a harder challenge for the fellowship.
Oh, for sure.
Scott Levesque and Eric Dillon, they've been a team before. They were the Toxic Twins.
Yeah. Well, Ronnie Ribs is a strong guy, but he may not be the strongest guy in that match because Scott Levesque is a big dude.
That's what I love about Reunion Wrestling. We're bringing back guys that we used to work with personally, and it's great to see these guys again. And we're just all about having the best show as possible, having a great show. And I'm looking forward to that match personally because Scott Levesque doesn't always like to step in the ring for us. He's just there to get his boys' backs, the Bitter Club.
Okay.
Make sure that Ray Ranson stays heavyweight champion.
Right.
My goal is to make him laugh while I'm doing commentary.
While doing commentary, that's
from
the goal.
Side. I want to break him. That's my goal.
Keep in mind, Leo, this guy, we booked him for a show. We're good friends with him, right? We're having a good show, and he wins the belt. We kind of set him up for the Battle Royal to win, you know what I mean? So he finally wins the Reunion Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, and he takes it and he throws it right in the trash. Championship.
It was kind of messed up. Yeah, it was ever since then. It's been a little bit of head bumping between us. And
for real.
Yeah.
But you know, the guy's good for business. He's a great wrestler. You know what I mean? He has the look.
We gotta book him.
We have to book him. It's not like we're not going to book him. But yeah, he's been a pain in our buttocks ever since. Can I say that?
Is it the B word?
The B word?
Throw in the barrel in the church. What do you think? He's Medusa Baselli? Does he think he's Shane Douglas throwing the NWA title down?
It was messed up, man.
I'd say it sounds like it was messed up. All right, guys. Also, you got Shockwave the Robot.
Yes.
Appearing. The kids are gonna be going crazy for that, right?
I got the update on my phone. He's fully charged for the show.
Nice.
Battery is at 100%, Leo.
Beautiful.
Did you know that? Did you get the update? Did I tell you?
No.
And he's taking on two Buff McDowell, and Buff Dad is gonna be in his corner.
That's right. So what we did was...
It's not good for Shockwave.
A father and son combination, right? The whole family's against him.
We don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I might have his grandmother in the audience and everything.
What people might not know is while Shockwave's primary function is to wrestle,
yes,
his secondary function is to dance. And Two Buff hates dancing.
No, he refuses to dance. He won't dance.
Oh, he won't dance.
Who would be the best person to pair up with a dancing wrestling robot?
Yes.
Two Buff.
Yeah.
It's got to be the answer.
Are we promising a dance-off? I can't 100% promise
I cannot fully promise.
We don't know.
There might be one.
But the chances of a dance-off are strong.
But Shockwave, the wrestling robot, dance mode is also charged 100%.
Beautiful.
So just to let you guys know.
We added the dance mode accessory.
Yeah, you had to pay for it a little extra.
I haven't actually seen Shockwave in quite a while. I'm looking forward to seeing Shockwave.
He's a wrestling robot.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And like you said, he dances too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty awesome. Also, well, like you said, we're talking about, you have the Battle Royal.
Yes.
Or is it the Battle Royale?
It is officially.
I like to say the Royale.
Okay, the Battle Royale.
Okay, so the Battle Royale.
It is officially for the number 1 contendership for the VFW Heavyweight Champion. You dropped something there, Leo.
No selling.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm no selling. And, yep, I'm back on. Don't worry, guys, I'm good.
The current heavyweight champion is Paul Michael.
VFW champion.
Our first VFW champion, Paul Michael. So depending on if he keeps his championship that night, he's going to be taking the winner of that Battle Royal.
So that match is happening right after the Battle Royale?
He's
okay.
You're just giving
what are you doing?
Giving things away.
I'm a little delusional myself.
At the next show.
At the next show. Okay. And now it'll be Wrestling Reunion 8.
Yes.
I missed some words in between.
There's some interesting names in the Reunion Rumble.
Oh, for
Buff
sure.
Dad, I know, is going to be a fun one.
You got the Killer Clown.
Oh, spooky, man. I don't like clowns.
Gramps with cramps. I can't wait to see this guy.
That's the CrossFit Gramps.
Oh, the CrossFit. Yeah, the guy's 68 years old. Can you believe it?
68 years young.
My apologies.
And he's a CrossFit machine, but he's a fun one to watch, man. I think you'll enjoy him.
That is
5
awesome.
grandkids.
How many?
5.
Wow,
From my hair, yeah.
That's pretty good. All right. Anti-hero Chaz Marinelli He's in it.
Yep, he appeared one other time for us, and this is his return back.
Yeah, for sure. He seems pumped for it too. I talked to him
He was
later.
working out in his promo. He was looking
Yeah,
great.
for sure.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't want to mess with him.
There you go.
Sure.
And also, Mr. Permanent Vacation, Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon Stephen Broad's going to be there.
So I had to reach out to him and see what he was up to.
Yep.
And he does a lot of other stuff outside of wrestling now. He's just doing plays and all that fun stuff. And I was like, hey, man, if you don't have anything that weekend, come on down.
Yeah, man.
If you just want to cut a promo and talk some trash, feel free. He's like, put me in the Rumble. I want to win.
Nice.
Yeah, this is one of our tag team rivals as well from back in the
Middlesex
day.
Express.
But we don't care. We're Union Wrestling, baby. We're bringing them all back.
Right on. That's good that you do that.
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
you know. Oh, anybody can come wrestle for you guys, right?
Right, yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, anyone.
Open,
It's an
open
it's
door
open,
to come
yeah.
talk to you.
No, some guys.
Send me a message. And,
Some guys.
We'll chat. We'll figure out something for you.
Yeah, I think you made a mistake by bringing
you're opening that door too wide.
So, all right.
He's a killer. I don't know.
Some other guys in the Royale is Jay Hayes, Brian Sire, Jason Frost, Logan X, Psycho Nix. These guys I'm not familiar with, so maybe you guys.
I know a little bit of it on some of these.
All right, Dante Dio. Any relation to Ronnie James Dio? I don't know if you guys. You know who Ronnie James Dio is?
Do you know Dio?
Did you know Dio was born in New Hampshire?
I did
swear to
not
God.
know that.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Dante
swear to
Dio,
God.
I don't know if he still is, but he was at one point a member of the Fellowship.
I do know Dio. Yeah.
With Osiris, I believe.
Okay.
He's like the third man. He's like the
All right.
The third
And I
man.
asked you this off air. Flip ribs. Any relation to Ronnie? But you guys said no.
He sounds delicious. Flip ribs.
I believe that Flip Ribs might be a Ronnie Ribs protege.
Oh, he's in the family. He's in the
Maybe not
rib
related,
family.
but he's
Nice.
rib affiliated.
I hope he brings a McRib. That would be delicious.
Handing out the McRibs all.
Yeah, like something with a name like that.
No doubt.
Gotta bring the flavor.
Mr. X Jr., who obviously
yes.
is the son of the original Mr. X.
So, people that don't know, Mr. X and Low Price Lenny Kaplan used to have a radio show, a TV show, local kind of.
Yep.
And his son-in-law took on the name and took on the gimmick, and he's now making his debut on our show. So I used to watch. It's a kind of full circle moment. The reunion thing.
That's awesome.
Back to the reunion thing. It started with the newspaper articles and the radio show, 1480 WSAR and all that fun stuff, man. And now it's full circle. We're booking his son-in-law.
Was it Pro Wrestling
awesome.
Head to Head?
Pro Wrestling Head to Head was what it was called.
Yeah.
So now after the passing
He
of
had his kazoo.
After the passing of Mr. X, he's taking on the legacy, and he's going to be there. And he tells me that he's looking to win that belt.
Nice. Well, good luck to Mr. X Jr. And you had said earlier, Buff Dad's in it.
Yeah, Buff Dad's in there. I'm excited
And one other one I think is Cyber Samurai.
Oh yes, the
That
Cyber
sounds like
Samurai.
an interesting dude. Yeah?
I am really excited about the Cyber Samurai. What do I know about him? Absolutely
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing. He's
I know nothing about him, but with a name like that, Leo,
Yeah.
you're gonna be bringing something dope,
I
right?
believe the Cyber Samurai may have reached out to us, or maybe we reached out to him. I'm not really
Yes,
positive.
the guy's coming out to techno
But
music.
he had a really cool looking samurai mask.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey man, you want to do that battle royal?
Glow sticks, lots of glow
Nice.
sticks.
I hope we don't have a samurai sword, though, guys.
Oh, you think that's dangerous?
Looks like
Yeah, I think it's dangerous.
Tape it.
yeah, you just tape it,
You
right?
gimmick it.
You put some
Or like a wooden one, maybe.
Yeah, nice.
And then you break it a little bit, so it break.
But don't forget the special appearance
Yes.
by the Turtle, Steve Weiner, who's been a guest here and is going to be coming back on in September.
Who doesn't enjoy Steve Weiner?
I love
you know?
Steve. I do. I love Steve.
Yeah, Steve's a good friend of ours. We had him on our podcast when we used to do a podcast.
Yep.
And, he
Nice.
talked for 4 hours.
Oh, he can talk, man. Let me tell
He
you.
was belly laughing all night, let me
Yep.
tell you, Leo.
But he's got good stories, man. He made a lot of friends in the wrestling business, so he has a lot of friends in the
At the
business.
end of the Mackcast, I was like, dude, get out of here. We gotta go. I gotta go to bed, you know? I gotta go to sleep.
Well, he used to have all the ROH guys sleep at his house.
Really?
Oh yeah, like Colt
Samoa
Cabana and them
Joe's
other
Yeah,
cheap
so we know-
guys.
they all know
the
him. Yeah,
cheap
yeah.
Guys,
I
you
seen
know?
them all.
Guys like Colt. I love Colt. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We all know he's cheap.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's legendary.
Liner T-shirt. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's awesome. You guys know Joe? You ever meet Joe?
I never met the fella. No.
Guy is awesome.
Just a
Really
fan,
good
yeah.
guy. I think if you guys were him, you would like him.
Ring of Honor, you know, we used to be big fans back in the day, and he was definitely one of the guys.
So you were big fans of the original, like the early Ring of Honor,
we
right?
went to the first anniversary
Honor
show.
Invades Boston was the first
You know
show.
what I was doing?
You were catering.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard you were there.
Dude, I got lucky, man. I thought of the idea. I said, let me call the guy. Called him and said, hey, man, how about merchandise for food? He said, yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Then I showed up, and you know the guy. He tried to hand me a box of tapes like this, like with 6 of them. I said, yeah, look at all that. And he's like, you could take up to $500 worth of stuff. He went from a box
to
that's how much
500
food I
bones.
brought.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure those boys loved it.
They did. They absolutely did.
It sounds delicious. That's what I'm hoping Flip Ribs does for me, you know, at the show.
Yeah. That's a good idea. You should maybe make a call and ask him.
Yeah.
You know, say, hey, man, you
What
bring
up,
in the
Flip?
truck? You know,
What up, Flip?
Yeah, we could use some ribs.
I don't know if ribs are in the budget. We might have pizza money.
Oh, all right, there you go.
We got the budget for Ronnie ribs, but that's about it. That's all the ribs we can handle.
Guys, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad you came on again. You know, to plug your show, honestly.
I think you're the man. I always checked out your shows, and I love your decaf coffee, man.
Thank you very much.
Delicious.
Thank you very much,
Let me
guys.
tell you, I need the decaf. You know what I mean? I get a little wired sometimes.
Yeah, you are a little, yeah.
He's a little high strung.
A little high, just a little. But I thought we could talk about promoters.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
sure.
definitely.
You know, just go through, tell me little stories you have of them and all that. Well, how about the first one is a guy that I love. And I saw him Saturday in Nashua setting up a wrestling ring. Jimmy Allen, Trooper Gilmore.
Yes.
New
Yes.
World Wrestling Extreme.
Troop shows were some of my favorite.
Oh, for sure.
Work ever.
Yeah, great
he's
guy.
a funny guy, man. He's larger than life.
For real.
Absolutely.
That's what I was
he
gonna
is.
say.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just remember my fondest memories of his shows are, you know, you have the match, and the matches were always good at his shows. Like, we always were paired with somebody well.
Right.
And whether that be against the Middlesex Express or against a 7-foot giant pharaoh, we knew our role.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We knew
Yeah.
the match we had to have.
Right.
And I gotta say, that giant pharaoh show, we sold more T-shirts
Nice.
than any other show we ever did there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Doing the job for this giant.
And he whooped us real good, man.
But we had fun with it.
Yeah, for sure. For
Right.
sure.
But then going downstairs and there being like a giant pizza downstairs
Yeah.
and spaghetti dinner.
Oh, the spaghetti, the famous spaghetti dinners after his shows.
He would always feed,
He would
everybody
feed the
after
boys,
shows.
yeah. You gotta feed the
Jimmy's
boys.
a good dude. Puts on some solid shows. I know he does
Is that,
does now too.
Yeah.
The
he
outpatient
does.
is that who you're talking about? No.
His old tag team partner?
Yeah, his old tag team
Yeah,
partner.
the outpatient. He
there.
was here last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Last week, it was
Nice.
the second time he's going to come back again in August. We're going to do a paranormal one.
Oh,
Really?
I'm not really into it big time, but I find it interesting a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
And we're going to talk all
Nice.
about paranormal because that's something that he's into. So let's do
come on
it.
down.
Yeah, man. He's a good dude.
Oh, he is a good dude. Very good dude, Jeremy. All right. Real quick, I got to just say to my producer in the other room, I was hoping maybe on a Friday we could open up and Jimmy Allen could come up and do the show.
Get Troop up
Because
there.
he's a truck driver and he's very, very
yeah,
busy.
that would be a good one,
Mondays
man.
would never work, and he said he's got like Fridays off for the next month. So maybe I'll open up for me. I don't know. I'll talk to him afterwards.
He's always hitting the road. He works real hard. I'm watching his vlogs as he's driving the truck.
Yeah.
But,
he goes live as he's driving
yeah.
the truck.
I keep up on the wrestling. You keep up on the truck.
Just watching Troop do his vlogs in his truck.
But he is a great guy.
So who else is on the list of promoters? Because there's some good ones
Oh,
out there.
absolutely. Chris Blackheart, who I'm
Yes.
not that familiar with. I think I've been to one showcase show my whole life.
No,
I should have
really?
been to more, but
Showcase been running for a grip now.
Yes.
15, 18
Yeah.
years, something like that. Blackheart was one of the first guys to really kind of give us freedom to kind of do our thing.
yeah.
Outside of just wrestling matches. He let us do very character-heavy work.
Oh, cool.
And it kind of helped us find ourselves and our
Yeah,
find our
for
groove.
sure.
But what he also did was what we used to call the Blackheart surprise, which we would show up to a show, we'd have no idea who we're wrestling, and then last minute you're slapped against the referee and the camera guy.
Surprise!
Blackout surprise. And he said it was to teach us to
go with the flow.
Go with the flow,
Yeah.
keep things.
Learn on the
I think a lot of
fly.
times he was just trying to fix the mess
Right.
of the show.
Like, who are we gonna have the Mack Attack guys wrestle?
But again, the teaching lessons for sure. You know,
Do you
learn how to
think
work
he-
with everyone?
Do you think he might have forgot yous were coming?
No,
You know,
no.
nothing.
Sometimes,
You know?
sometimes, yes, maybe. The first time we ever wrestled there, we showed up. Supposed to be a tag match, and we were wrestling each other. It was
Yeah,
Right.
We
little confusing.
we actually got fired. We didn't even get the job for Showcase. And then you know, we did our thing, and we did some side gimmicks for them. They finally gave us another chance.
Nice.
And,
Nice.
We really popped off at Showcase too. Won the championships a few times.
Isn't Don Vega's a regular there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don Vega.
Yep. All right. And how about JC Marks of NCW? Now, he's been promoting a very long time.
Yeah.
Longer than Showcase.
That guy must know a lot about wrestling too. I thought Trainee knew a lot, but that dude must know a lot too. Cause
JC is a wrestling encyclopedia.
Yeah,
when it
for
comes
sure.
to like New England wrestling history,
Right.
for sure. I loved wrestling for NCW. The locker rooms were always great.
oh yeah, they run a good
crowds
show.
are fun. We barely got to wrestle for him because we wrestled one time for him back in the day.
Yeah.
Got into a fight.
We want to
Didn't wrestle for him for a long time, but came back for when we were on our way out. We said goodbye there too, and that was a real good time. JC's been on our podcast. We've been on his.
Nice.
We have very similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
So we mesh really well outside of wrestling too. Probably better than in wrestling outside of wrestling. But I love JC. He's a good dude.
I'll tell you, Damon Farah, you know, the fan Damon.
Yep.
I know I can speak for him right here, but that's one of his favorite companies to go to
NCW,
is
yeah.
NCW.
Yeah.
He,
see
like,
that.
honestly, I very rarely does he miss an NCW show. Seriously.
They're family friendly.
Yeah.
Know what I mean, you could take the whole family
Yep.
to them and not feel uncomfortable
Right.
or anything. And they put on hell of a show. Solid show.
They have all kinds of guys working for him, too, that are in the business, right? Like
yeah,
Todd
yeah,
Graham doing some commentary.
Yep.
You guys know Todd, right?
Yeah.
And how about Todd Graham Proving Ground?
I owe Todd Graham a pie in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pie him. I'm gonna get him good. No
We
context.
wrestled for Todd a couple times.
Yeah.
Again, on the way out, he was gracious enough to kind of let us have one of our last matches with the Middlesex Express. Probably.
He did good too. He made like little dedication cards.
Yeah, he had.
Right.
It was pretty cool.
There was streamers on it. It was pretty cool. Good dude. You can tell that he loves wrestling for sure, and he's
definitely.
really involved in like making side projects and improving his company.
These were the earlier Proving Ground days where they weren't doing stuff in front of so many people.
Right.
I don't know what it's like there now, but it seems like they're doing well.
They are doing well.
Seems like they're doing well, and good on him. He works hard at the Proving Ground stuff for sure.
Yes, he does. And I just want to get serious for a minute. Todd, I'm sorry for the passing of his mom.
Yes, of course.
Just want to give my condolences.
Yeah, that's a
I
tough
love
one.
Todd. I love Todd. You know, and if I'm not mistaken, you had a death in the family.
That was me. Yeah,
Oh,
me. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a passing this past week, and but you know, it's
Oh, really? I'm sorry, buddy.
yeah, it's all good, man. Life goes on. It chugs on, man.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
All right. The next one is he used to do Whaling City Wrestling, Sean Candido.
Yes, Sean Candido. Known him forever. A lot of these promoters I like known when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Right, we were kids.
Chris Blackheart used to look.
Start wrestling. Blackheart used to wear Sabu pants, and I loved it.
I loved him
Really?
because he used to wear Sabu pants. That was like, man, and a big tall dude with long hair, you know. But yeah,
Sean Candido.
Sean Candido.
Superstar Sean Candido.
yeah,
Yes.
wrestled that guy many times, and so when he was not, slowing down with wrestling and started booking, he was happy to get us on the card and really helped us out a lot in our career.
Yeah, Whaling City was a fun. It's a wild place.
Yeah.
Right.
We've
where
had
we
so many
let
matches.
Like our freak flag fly.
For sure.
Just got real ridiculous. That's the first place that we had the idea to do live commentary.
Yeah.
So like we're doing on our show coming
Right.
up, we did it there first, and it worked. We had a great time with it, and
A lot of fun.
Candido, we would come to him with an idea where most promoters would be like, maybe.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
like,
he was like,
if-
oh yeah.
You think that's funny? Yeah, do it. I gotta give him props for that.
That's
because he was
cool.
doing some real wacky stuff.
He'd be like, oh, yeah, you want to be in the bikini contest? Sure, Mac, go ahead.
Yeah, he was in the bikini contest.
Nice. That's awesome. How'd you do?
Almost won. I almost won.
Won.
John Cena's dad fired him.
John Cena's dad fired me from the bikini contest.
I
Wow.
didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know you could get fired.
Hey, I was going up against a 5-time bikini contest champion, Kelly Brooks, so it was a tough one. You know,
yeah.
almost
Tough
had it.
competition.
Almost.
I got Mr. Cena coming in a few weeks.
Yeah, Fabo's a good dude.
Really? Yeah,
Very
great
good
dude.
guy.
He's I believe I heard to him referred to as the first reverse second generation wrestler.
Yeah.
Where his kid wrestled first.
Yeah, and then he got in the
He got in
business.
the business, which is that's a
Great,
wild
that's
move,
good stuff.
man.
Yeah. He was great. I've had him on twice already, honestly. Been
Yeah.
super guest. First time his phone rang, and he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, answer it. You gotta answer. The phone rang, dude. You gotta answer it. So he answered. It was pretty funny. All right, Steve Ricard,
Yes.
Top Rope.
I like
Top
Steve
Rope
Ricard.
Promotions.
Yes.
There are people who don't, and that's fine. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I have nothing bad to say about
He is
Steve
a-
at all.
I don't know him.
Smart
I don't.
businessman.
For sure.
He's been running Top Rope for years now.
Right.
He brought them tons of success, man. And
Absolutely.
He was even in the business during Yankee Pro Wrestling days and South Coast Championship Wrestling, being taken a part of that. So he's been around for a very long time.
every experience we've ever had at Top Rope, whether it be at the PAL, at outside venues, doing festival shows for them and all that stuff, has been nothing but positive,
Nice.
Oh, for
professional, and like fun, man. It's
I just think you got to get to know him a little bit, you know?
yeah, you're gonna break through that
Right.
tough shell.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he's a great dude.
For sure.
All right, T Phoenix, IWA in Rhode Island.
Yes, these are guys that like really gave us a chance to like get out and show our stuff. You know what I mean? T Phoenix used to run shows out of the Chop Shop.
Yep.
And a little building that you know, just pack some fans in there, and you get to kind of experiment a little bit with different matches. You know, it was get a lot of ring experience out of Renegade Wrestling. They've definitely grown since the early days, and they're doing really good for themselves now.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they really gave us a good run on our way out too. We got to have one of our
Oh,
last
yeah,
matches with
what-
the Main State Posse.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There at Legacy 10, I believe it was.
Right.
inside of
Big show.
Like a hockey arena or like a hockey. They pulled all the ice out. I don't know how they do it.
How do you do that?
Some kind of magic.
They melt them with
pull all-
hair
They
dryer.
melt the
melt
ice.
it.
Yeah.
They melt the ice. They set up a wrestling ring, and it was a great match.
Nice. I grew up by an ice skating rink, and the WWF came to my neighborhood when I was 11 years old, swear to God. And one of the matches was Bruiser Brody versus Jose Gonzalez.
Really? That's
Swear to
awesome.
God. And don't you know, like, Jose
yeah.
Gonzalez
All
says
that
Brody
stuff.
bullied him
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
Did he bully him in front of a bunch of little kids
In front of
at the
you?
Jada skate rink in Lowell, Mass?
I mean, probably.
He probably did.
probably did.
Me and Trainee had an elaborate entrance to that Legacy show. We were gonna slide out to the ring.
Yeah,
you
no,
know, run
we
and
were gonna
slide.
do ice skate tricks, but
Yeah.
then we found out there was no ice anymore.
I was working on my twirl.
That's too bad. I bet you could have hit a good one.
Yeah, I
Twirl. I
bet, yeah,
bet
with the
you
cape.
would have gave it your best effort.
With the cape.
Surprisingly agile. I'll give it to
Yeah,
him.
right. All right. Well, while we're talking about T Phoenix, I cannot at least bring up his kid, AJP, who's a very, very impressive young wrestler. Seriously, who's doing good things right now in New England.
I haven't seen the dude in a little while, and then I caught a glimpse of a glimpse. A glimpse. Is that
Woo,
what it's
that's a good word. That's a new word.
Glance.
Yeah, glam.
Glamps. Glamps. That's a good word.
I caught a glance of the dude recently. I got it right. And looking jacked, man.
Oh, yeah, he was
looking
looking-
good.
Yeah. And he was working with the unit,
up,
too,
baby.
for a while.
Yeah, for real.
Danny
so-
Miles, JT Dunn, two of the busiest guys in New England right there, those two guys.
I think he's still unit affiliated.
Nice.
I think, you know,
They ought to keep him around. The kid's good.
Good kid, man. He's got a bright future.
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but guy's been wrestling since he was been like 12, 11
Yeah,
years
no,
old.
yeah,
I don't-
yeah,
I don't know if it's
Hopefully
illegal.
he's good, right? He should be good.
He's
by
been
now.
wrestling since the legal age you can wrestle. Yeah.
Whatever that might
That-
be.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gotcha, T.
Allegedly.
All right. And now, how about we go on and talk about Brick House Baker and House of Bricks?
House of Bricks, it was fun. Clearly, as the story I told before.
Yeah.
With changing, I mean, House of Bricks shows we had a match where we jumped on trampolines with little kids.
A bunch of little kids everywhere while doing our entrance.
The next time we wrestled there, our match ended with us drinking beers with our opponents and getting counted out.
Yes.
Because we were too busy celebrating.
There was a bunch of guys in the corner of it, like calling us over, saying, "Hey, we got some beers. We got some beers." So
you
I was
went over
thirsty.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some beers with them.
It was delicious.
We got counted out with our opponents. Everybody.
We all celebrated at the end. Hey! But yeah, these kind of promoters, like...
High, you know what I mean? We one end of the spectrum to the
Right,
other.
right.
And then House of Bricks has, like, the shows at the baseball field, like I mentioned, where it's
Love
just
those.
little kids everywhere having a great
Absolutely.
time, making memories.
Those bleacher seats. It makes
Yeah,
it look.
oh.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No, all of Brick
Fun
House's
shows.
shows were fundraisers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That which is amazing.
Awesome.
Like honestly, every single show was a fundraiser. That's pretty awesome. Not everybody does that.
No,
Yeah.
You know? All right, how about I got a couple guys that I'm sure you guys are very familiar with. Pro Wrestling Super Show, Ryan Drew.
Ryan Drew, yeah. I feel like I had a little bit of a mixed relationship with Ryan Drew a little
Yeah.
bit.
Maybe.
But I don't know what your experience is. But I don't have nothing ill about the guy. The dude clearly works hard. And he's not that bad dude. We actually did a Mack cast with him,
Oh, nice.
surprisingly enough. And,
Cool.
and he said that in a different universe, we might have been best friends. So I'd like to think that's true.
Yeah, I don't think he would have said it if he didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
really don't.
And when he said best friends, he meant him and him. Not me. I'm not.
No, he has nothing to do with that.
No.
Me and old
me and Drew
H2
get
cool,
along fine.
H2O.
He's a little rough nose, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Well,
he's a little
He
tough
made
on
fun
guys.
of me on my own show.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
He did.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
did. He said to me, he goes, "You'd have anybody on your show. You go into a convenience store, see a guy with a shirt behind the counter, go, hey, you want me on my show?" I'm like, well, that's what my show's about. He made fun of me.
Yeah, that sounds like Drew.
Great guy,
Yeah.
great guy, yeah.
Great guy, yeah, great guy. Another guy that's doing great things promoting, you brought him up earlier, Teddy Goods and Live Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
I mean, come on, guys. He's killing it with that.
He is, man.
He really is.
For
A
sure.
lot of fundraisers too and stuff, man. They Teddy's a great dude, smart
Yeah.
dude, and he's always been a hustler. I mean,
Yep.
even we've known him for so long.
Like 20 years plus, maybe.
When we first met him, I think he was in a band and they were pushing their album into Best Buy. You know what I mean? The dude's always kind of
Right.
something that he's working on, and he's got the toy store. He's got Live
Yep.
Live Pro. It's good for him, man. He's killing it.
He's a hell of a worker, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
serious. Like, I was surprised
In the
when...
ring himself. Yeah.
I was surprised with Biff that he wasn't like right behind him, honestly, like to be signed on. You know what I mean? That from the same area and stuff. And
Yeah,
Teddy's
yeah,
a
I
hell of a
totally see it.
wrestler.
Is Biff still signed?
No.
No, Biff's not. Okay.
Well, they sign him as a security guard and like a police officer once in a while.
Oh, maybe.
They're giving him jobs. He's getting jobs.
Maybe. I'm surprised though, because Triple H is running the show. I wouldn't be surprised if Biff got brought back. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so-
Local
yeah.
guy. I mean, it would be kind of cool to see, obviously.
I'm sure he's sitting at home
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
pile of money, just really enjoying himself.
Makes a comfortable seat,
He's
I'm
like,
sure.
yeah, I'm good, guys.
Guys, I'm going to bring up something to you that I didn't talk to you about earlier, okay? But I don't know if you heard, but I got subpoenaed to go to court.
I did.
Oh man, I'm sorry. When did you see your doctor?
No. I got subpoenaed. I got called into court
He's got to go to court.
Oh,
About
really?
some wrestling stuff.
about some wrestling stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I've been called in to support Brian Privatera in his lawsuit against. Well, no, I think Chase Del Monte suing him for $100,000.
Damn.
Holy
50
moly.
grand because he made Brian Fury leave the wrestling business.
Is he working me right now?
No, I'm telling you the honest to God's truth. I swear to God.
Kayfabe? No kayfabe.
I figured, what the hell, man?
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
$100,000. I don't know if Aaron Amadeus has $100,000.
I don't know. I don't know.
Remember that dude?
I remember the
That's-
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used his real name. I couldn't
Really?
use his wrestling name, but I used his real name.
Well, you have to now that it's in the courts, right?
Crazy though. I couldn't believe it when I got it. I'm like,
What's
so I took a picture and I posted it on Facebook.
Lawsuit. What's the?
It's because of the stuff that happened around the Me Too thing.
Gotcha.
And Privatera was, I guess, allegedly saying things about stuff to make Brian Fury leave wrestling.
On here?
No, not on here.
Okay.
Just no, definitely not on here. No.
Wait a minute. Are we illegally allowed to talk about this?
I really don't know. I don't really care. You know what I mean? Because the only thing I could testify to, and this is gonna be is the lack of character of Chase Del Monte. That's it. Sorry, I said it. I said what I said.
Heard some negative things.
You know, but whatever.
And he said some disparaging things about our friend Mav.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good dude.
Because Mav is such a solid dude.
Phenomenal guy.
You know, I can't speak on everybody's experience in life.
Yep.
So who knows? And,
Right.
And maybe you bumped into him on a bad day.
Yeah.
And you took something the wrong way that he didn't mean. Who knows? Mav's a great dude. I don't really know Chase. I've not heard
Great things, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Find out if Leo Connors is going to jail. Stay updated. MasterMac.net. We got you covered.
Thank you. That'd be great.
I know a good lawyer, Michael Conman, who'll help you out.
Awesome. I was thinking about Stephen P. New,
Yeah.
the guy that Jim Cornette always is
Stephen
talking
P.
about. He sounds like a pretty good lawyer. But sorry, guys. I just felt the
I
need
was
to
going to ask you about it up at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad I brought it up
So I'm glad you
there.
brought it up too.
I wish you the best in your future
Thank you.
endeavors.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's not a cease and desist.
Oh.
I don't
No,
think.
yeah. No.
I'm a little confused. I'm delusional. Speaking of delusional, Delusions of Grandeur
Yes.
coming July 6th.
Exactly.
It's going to be a real good show, Leo.
Yep.
Unfortunately, when Reunion Wrestling started, we had our first good show. We just wanted to bring back the boys, hang out with the boys, and we ran a reunion show for all the guys that we used to wrestle back in the day with, like
Right.
originally. So we brought these guys down, successful show, fun show, and we thought like, hey man, let's keep the good times rolling. So
Nice.
we're actually on our seventh show, baby.
And you're going to be doing live commentary. you
We're going to
guys.
be absolutely live.
I'm so looking forward to that. That's my favorite thing. I'm looking forward
Me
to.
too. Me too. I can't wait to make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
I got a VIP pass for you, Leo. I'll hook you up
already-
later.
he
already gave it to me.
I already gave
hooked him up.
Yeah. You're a little behind, Mr. Mr.
I was
Mack.
fixing my tie in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah,
In the
he-
bathroom, putting the tie
Yeah.
on.
And I don't know who I'm taking yet.
You take anybody you want. You got
Yeah.
two.
I
Yeah,
was
bring the
thinking
whole
about my
family.
grandson, but you bring the whole family.
Bring the whole
on
family.
Two
Yeah,
passes?
yeah.
The rest they got to.
I got a small family.
Here's the good thing, Leo. It's
Yeah.
only $10 for general admission. Not
That is
bad
good.
at
No,
all, right?
that's great. It's a family show.
That's
Yeah.
one of the things we're trying to do is keep at least the general admission prices low.
Right.
Get people in the building.
Yeah.
Have a good
You know,
time.
yeah,
If
for
we
sure.
have to pack more people
Right.
in to make money,
Yep.
that's what we'll do. you
Right.
know?
Have you guys done commentary at Fenway?
We did not do that.
No, we missed out on Fenway.
A couple
Fortunately.
times during the Fenway shows, we're on vacation. It's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, when we were away.
Go back
Yeah.
to Normandy, France to visit family.
Right. But yeah, that's.
I'll take you along with
I
me.
think that show's coming up again this summer. I think.
Fenway,
I'm pretty
Those are
pretty
always
sure.
Yeah, that would have been
I
fun.
see
Yeah.
footage and photos.
Yeah,
from all the
that's
time.
really good. I mean, the shows are very long. And last
yeah.
year they had to stop, and the main event didn't even happen.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy. My
Yeah.
friend Dave Fournier, I was the ring announcer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know he was involved with that.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, you do too.
that main event must have been bummed out that night.
Yes, I think there was some heated wrestlers that didn't get to work. They were
I
there
can
for like
imagine.
6 hours, you know. And I don't know. I just thought that maybe when they knew it was over, that they could have got, get the guys out of the ring and get the main event happening.
yeah.
You know, no, exactly. Nope, didn't happen.
Just like 2 matches that happened like in 2 seconds.
Right. But it was just a mix-up.
roll-up.
It wasn't like done purposely or
Yeah,
anything
of
like
course.
that. You know what I mean? And those shows are long shows.
Yeah.
I mean, they really, they wrestle all day.
Never been much of a baseball guy, so,
Yeah.
no
Our
problem.
show is a nice, slick 7 matches.
Nice,
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
Just enough
Yep.
to a couple hour show, hopefully around 2 hours.
Right.
And the main event is guaranteed to happen. It's going
right.
down.
The main event will happen.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, the Reunion Wrestling Championship's going to be on the line.
Yep.
Scott Levesque threw it in the trash. We're trying to bring up the prestige of the belt ever since.
Right, yeah.
From out of the trash. So,
Right. Well, what about your very first show you guys ran? What was the main event?
It was it was the Reunion Rumble.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was the idea was we're calling all our old friends back. It's just the old kids.
Right.
And we'll have a champion of the show.
Yeah.
So whoever was on the show, they'd come out and do the battle royal, and they win the belt. So when Scott Levesque won the belt, He threw it in the trash.
Oh,
We brought somebody out to beat him for it.
Yeah.
afterwards.
Nice.
I became a referee. I took my jersey off. I had a referee shirt.
No, this was like the most like unlikely guy to. It was like the worst wrestler from back in the day
Yeah.
that we picked to come
We
out
took the
and.
kid that everybody picked on back in the day when we were all
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we made him beat Big Jack Scott Levesque.
The super
for belt.
underdog,
We gave
you know what I mean?
Nice.
The big everybody's
Yeah.
happy send off.
Scott Levesque was not very
Except
happy.
for Scott
Scott
Levesque,
Levesque
yeah.
has not been happy from that point on.
Right.
And has been causing mischief at every
All kinds
show
of
ever
trouble.
since.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm sure they got something planned for this show.
But currently, the belt is back with the Bitter Club, even though he didn't want it in the first place. But one of his boys, Ray Ranson, the heavyweight champion.
Yep.
And the Bitter Club has his back. You know, Ray Ranson's been in the business for a little bit. He's a tough competitor, but with the Bitter Club having his back, it's
Right.
even tougher for Richie Rich. Now, Richie Rich is no slouch, though, because this is an enhancement WWF superstar.
Nice.
He's been in the ring with some of the best training one. Bret Hart, come on.
Yep.
Who else you got?
I was saying, can you name
No, I
anybody
forgot.
else?
I had it at one point.
He had a
Axe?
bunch of names.
Axe from the Demolition.
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Doink the Clown, yeah.
Yeah, there
So,
you
know,
go.
he's been in the ring with some of the best. Now, I think he's a good competitor to take the Reunion Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
And who
Shit.
did he win the title from, Ray Ranson?
Tough Daddy.
Ooh, Tough Daddy.
Yeah.
There's a third daddy?
Tough Daddy, yeah.
He got canceled along with the other daddy allegations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's going by.
He's not related to Buff Dad.
no.
Too Buff. No.
Okay.
No family really.
He goes by T Diddy now.
Yeah.
T. Diddy. You might not
He's
want to go
canceled.
by
He's canceled.
Diddy. Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say.
why he's canceled.
Yeah. Dude, all right, guys, what about that? Isn't that insane? That stuff that's going on with Diddy.
I have no idea about that.
You guys
I have
want
no
no part of
comment
it.
on that.
He's out of the loop.
I'm so out of the loop.
Are you really?
It's like asking,
It's crazy, though.
Kendrick Lamar or
That's the bad boy, right?
guy.
Yeah,
Diddy?
yeah,
The
yeah,
bad
yeah.
boy?
I don't know much of a bad boy he really
Right.
is, but I don't know. Yeah, both sides.
Saying it right there.
He's on the run, right? Or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Where's he at?
They went to go raid
Find
his
out.
house, and somebody obviously told them
Really?
because he took
He
off.
got the Iggy
And
took off.
he's currently missing?
He's in a country probably with no extradition. Yeah.
Find out P. Diddy's location, monstermac.net here. You heard it first. We'll keep you updated.
If I'm going to jail or not.
Yeah, if Leo's going to jail or not. We're doing a poll.
I hope I don't go to jail, guys.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Leo.
Oh,
we got
I
a
will.
YouTube channel. It's
I
been
will.
growing, baby. We're
Excellent.
getting up there. And I was happy that we can give you the Mac Attack bump.
Yes,
You know
you
what I
did,
mean?
guys. I mean it, guys. Thank you
Absolutely,
guys so
dude.
much,
A
really.
pleasure, man.
You
Yeah, man,
guys,
love having it.
Yeah,
you
you're so
guys
awesome.
were awesome, man.
Hey, you're awesome, all right?
Thank you.
No,
I
you.
appreciate
No,
it.
you.
Me? No, I'm just messing
Good
around.
dude. I like Leo.
Yeah, thanks, guys. But I really appreciate you coming on, and I can't wait to go to your show
Absolutely.
on July
Can't wait
6th.
to see you. July 6th. For VFW on Bedford Street.
486 Bedford Street.
Yes. Guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe. That's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.